It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in there. Put it in there. Yeah. Suck, Snoop.
Top dog, bite them all. Yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cuz homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing.
Hi, and welcome back to Tech Time. Trending with the Times. Today we will be throwing it back to the 80s, and we're starting off with Tech Time. So I will leave you here with Alex and Kennedy, and see you in a bit.
Oh, not a single day goes by where you don't cross my mind. Not a single day goes by where you don't cross my mind. Oh, not a single day goes by where you don't cross my mind.
Hey guys, welcome to Tech Time. I'm Alex,
And I'm Kennedy.
and as you can see, we have our 80s fashion going on.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And so today for our segment, we're going to be going back to the 80s technology.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but technology has changed a little bit over the course of 38 years, so we're kind of here to discuss these changes.
Yeah.
So when we first think old technology, I think the most
Oh,
comes to my mind is like the big box computers.
yeah.
Turns out the first Mac computer is
Yeah, this computer came out in 1983 and was revolutionary for its time. And it was extremely pricey at over $9,000, and it didn't even perform that well.
No, it definitely didn't. So here's a few videos we found of kids reacting to old technology.
Old computer.
Yes.
From the late 1970s or early 80s. What do you think of it just from looking at it?
Kind of like those old televisions that are like very boxy.
Go ahead, turn it on. So you turn the monitor on. Where else might an on switch be?
How do I do this?
It's in the back.
Oh. Oh, I see where it is. Apps, games, websites, everything. But this thing right here has nothing.
Go ahead and try to do something on the computer.
Nothing's happening.
You can't do anything or even type until you hit a reset button that's on the computer that's
Reset.
You had to type into the keyboard to get it to do anything.
So if I type in games, it returns. Error.
Error.
This computer isn't an error.
How do you go on the internet?
You,
What?
Pretty sure Timothy Berners-Lee didn't create it yet.
There was no internet back then.
What?
How do you look up homework?
You gotta go to the library.
Who wants to do that?
So computers back then could only do limited things. For example, you can do math, type documents, and code, but that's about it.
Are you serious? That's mind blowing.
Yes, as you can see, the computers were very hard to use back then, and really you could only do a few simple tasks.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better over the years, so I'm glad that happened.
Yeah. Next, we wanted to talk about cameras.
Yes.
So cameras have evolved a lot over this past course. What do you have to say about
So it turns out that in the 80s, film photography was the most prominent way to take a picture. So here we have some cameras, and this is actually my camera that is an 80s camera that I actually still use now. And this camera is what we use now in class and kind of what people use nowadays. And you can tell that they're very different.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
as you can see, Polaroid cameras have actually come way back. When you used to have Polaroid cameras, they come in like the big pictures, but now we have this one, and it prints like credit card photos, and it's actually really fun to use, and I think a lot of people have it.
They're super popular nowadays.
There's also a Polaroid printer now, so you can print pictures off of your phone, so you don't even have to take a picture with it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's gotten so cool.
All right, let's watch some kids react to old cameras.
Reacting to this.
Is this a GoPro? Oh, it's a camera. It's a camera. I already know it. It's right too. Looks like this thing. All-time selfie! I got a selfie.
Get a picture yet.
Oh. Do you guys have film? Oh, like what they use in the movies?
What is film?
I have no idea.
No.
Leave it out.
No.
Gosh, dang it. Can somebody help me?
Yes.
Here we go, people.
Who knew taking a picture could be such hard work?
All right, now you can take a picture.
Awesome.
Film video.
The picture. How do I see the picture though? How do I look at my picture?
You can't.
Then what's the point of taking it? So what's the point? Kind of useless then. Why do you have a camera then? How do you people get pictures off of this thing?
Yeah, so that was a little bit of old cameras, and I think the biggest thing that we interact with now is phones.
Yeah,
and they've changed so much over the past. They used to be basically bricks.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't very old, but flip phone, nobody really uses flip phones anymore. We all have iPhones and stuff.
Yeah.
So they've been a really important part of daily life. What do you have to say, Kennedy?
Yeah, and over time, you've seen that the cameras on the phones have gotten so good that a lot of people don't even use cameras anymore. So it's gotten so easy, so that's good.
And I mean, your phone is basically a computer. You use all of your apps, all information you just have on your phone, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and now talking about phones, we have, in the 80s, cell phones were just being introduced.
Yeah, so they have come a long ways in a vast amount of time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and my parents always talked about when they were growing up, they never had cell phones. Like, they always had to call someone's house. And that's so weird to me.
I used to have a house phone, and that's like where all my friends would reach me.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone really has a home phone anymore.
Yeah.
So
It's gone so crazy.
We all have our own cell phones. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Everybody's so accessible.
Yeah, so 80s technology was pretty crazy and pretty hard to use, but back then it was like this big thing and everyone needed it, everyone wanted it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's how it is now too as well, with all the new technology coming out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is our segment today. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a totally
tubular day.
Yes.
Oh crap, I'm like class. Welcome to class.
Alright, thanks you girls from Tech Time. And now we're moving on to girls from What's Up to hear all about the fashion styles and hairstyles from the 80s. So here they are.
They can't hear it. Hey everyone, I'm Elsie.
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Marley.
And we are
What's Up?
So for this week we decided to throw it back to the 80s, and we each took like a trend challenge thing, and here's how it worked out. So Olivia, how was yours?
Mine wasn't necessarily a trend. I just went around like the school and found old yearbooks from the 80s here at Wasatch. So it was like a What's Up Wasatch from the 80s. So this is a picture of the staff from the 80s, and I just found it in the office. I thought it was some pictures, I just thought it was funny because it's a whole lot different back then, and the hairstyles were like a real thing. It was really funny. Let's see, I found some pictures of like the student life at Wasatch. There's Mr. Huntington, Mr. Moss. Mr. Moss, he's come a long way. There he is again. He used to be an English teacher, actually. I thought it was really funny to see that before, because now we just see him as the TV teacher, but he was the English teacher. We found some student life at Wasatch, and it was kind of funny to see. So, like the freshmen, they looked the same, I'd say. So here's what they did. It looked a lot like in the 80s movies. I think it legit looked like it. The sophomores looked a lot like us, I think. The hairstyles were still really big and still really crazy. So, yeah. The dances also, there you go. See the little... I just thought it was really funny to see all the black and white pictures in the yearbooks and how people's outfits and styles were a lot different. The seniors, I think the pictures are still a lot similar to this era, but the feather things for the girl was really funny. And like all the hairstyles for the guys was really, really funny. You don't see that a lot anymore. And here's some of the clubs, like the cheerleaders. Their outfit was really cool back then. And then we have the drill team as well. So they were like, I don't know. We've come a long way from that. There's the drill team. Some of our dances they had was still homecoming and prom. I think we've added a lot more during this time. Yeah, some of the fashion and hairstyles are a lot different. Yep.
So yeah, the 80s definitely have came a long way.
Sounded interesting.
All those pictures, like you can definitely see how far like the hair and the clothes have come. But like then again, a bunch of like the 80s styles are coming back. So that's really cool. And for my trend thing, I did outfits from the 80s, and they are very interesting. So here's like the first outfit I did. This is kind of like the go-to like 80s style, like the crazy pants and of course the high ponytail and fanny pack and everything, like crazy colors. And like the more like asked my mom like how like 80s were, like the more they got into it. Here's like another picture because I tried on a few outfits. Here's the second picture. And it's like the denim on jet denim is like yeah, that's definitely coming back. And I think it's actually very cute. So gotta keep the fanny pack in all the pictures. But so there's another picture of like kind of like I feel like that shirt's kind of like older, but it's also coming back a lot too.
I see that.
So
yeah, for sure.
And here this picture is very embarrassing. It's my mom's old prom dress from the late 80s, and it looks like a pioneer dress, but I never wear that ever. So
kind of shiny material.
Yeah, shiny. It's not that bad though for
like,
an 80s dress.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but well for 80s of course. But,
so how was dressing up like that? Was that interesting to do?
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge. Like I feel like some of them were good. Not the dress. The dress was I'd probably never do it again. But I definitely recommend it because these are good. Like I feel like it's like good outfits to wear for if you're going to like classic fun center, like for disco night. That's like a great thing to wear. 80s too. So yeah, I definitely do this again because it was very fun. And I liked it a lot.
I actually did like some of those styles. They looked, some of them looked pretty good, just as long as it's not super neon or anything.
Marley, what did you do?
So I did hair and makeup, which, by the way, in the 80s was sometimes very cringy to look at. So you can see they did have curly and very crimped hair, and it was very bad to look at, and having to go through that. It's absolutely terrible. Honestly, I didn't really try it all that much because I sort of gave up after I did a few curls. And the makeup, as you can see, is very profound and it's very out there, yes. They did love their blue eyeshadow and the red lipstick, and they very much did like their blush. They put it all over their cheekbones, and it's very, very out there and very bright, honestly. Sure. And their lipstick, either they had a ton of lipstick on or a ton of eyeshadow. There was no in between, honestly. There was like no neutral look. It was very not natural considering how many colors they added on there, and honestly, I don't like it that much. It was very difficult to put on, considering you used like half a palette for one eye, and it's very.
I feel like it would be like good. I feel like those would be like cool makeup trends to do, like if you're just bored and like you wanna, because like I feel like some of those trends, like makeup colors, are coming back for sure. Like, but there's also like not. So I guess like it kind of depends on what you're doing and how.
I definitely liked those 80 trends.
Yeah. So that was it for this week's show. We hope you enjoyed it, and
we'll see you next time.
I'll see you next time.
Lost in your mind, I wanna know, am I losing my mind? Never let me go. If this night is not forever, at least we are together. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. Anywhere, whenever, apart we're still together. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone.
Okay, welcome, girls. That.
Welcome to Sometimes on Fridays. And in this case, it's not on Friday. The first time, actually, it's not on Friday for us.
It's on a Thursday.
Come on, guys. A round of applause. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, first
time.
Thursday episode.
Yeah.
And you know what we're doing for this episode? We're doing an 80s
throwback.
episode. Yeah,
80s
an 80s.
throwback.
We got Pac-Man and freaking, you know,
Gumby,
and all that fun stuff from the 80s. You know, I wasn't even born in the 80s. That would have been pretty cool. I was born in the 2000s. That's a nice fun fact, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really hope you guys enjoy the Skits Day. We put a lot of time and effort into it, and yeah.
Yeah. Make sure to like Jer's amazing running. It's beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
Do you guys just get rickrolled? Yeah, you did. Oh yeah.
Hope that was a 80s throwback to anybody.
Just
then.
Just the amazing 80s, you know. Got Pac-Man, Rickroll, mullets, party in the back, nothing in the front. Yeah. Well, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed our skit, and see you later.
Next time.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. That was an awesome skit. And next we will be listening to our boys from Media Men to hear all about the 80s movies. So I'll catch you after that.
What? No, it's 80s. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, and welcome to Media Men. This week I have with me Jordan and Enrique, and we're here to bring you some 80s movies.
Yes, sir. The first movie we're going to start out with is Die Hard.
Yes, we're going to talk about Die Hard.
Let's roll that clip. So we start out with the main character. I forgot what his name was, but he's a cop from Brooklyn, and he is visiting his family, well, his wife and his stepchildren, and he goes to his wife's work, and they get the building is and they're hostage right now, and as you can tell, he's free, and he just killed a dude, took his gun, and now he's gonna try to save the rest of the building.
It's like a one-man army.
Yes.
It's gonna take down.
And
all
that
the
is the
terrorists.
villain. His name is Hans Buger, whatever his last name is.
Hans Buger. Oof.
And
anyways,
the police think he is a terrorist on the top of the building because he starts shooting his gun up in the air, trying to make everyone leave the building because they're about to blow it up, as you can see right there. And he ties himself with a fire hose to jump off the building and break through a window. Yeah. The next part is him and his wife, and his wife is being held hostage by the main villain. And he has duct tape, and he shoots the main villain. The villain is holding on. They're gonna try to save him, and he was holding onto his watch, and he let go of his watch, and now the villain is falling off of the building, and he dies.
Crappy ending for a good villain, huh?
Yeah.
For our next movie, we have
E.T.
Now, this movie is one of the greatest of the 80s. Here we have E.T. taking all the kids up on the bike and taking them for a little ride. This was a really iconic scene as it became really famous for such filming to be done in the 80s. So I really enjoy this scene with E.T. and the kids on the bicycle, showing how much fun an alien can bring to little kids.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg did a really good job on this movie, like he always does. He always knows how to direct it perfectly, and it turns out great.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen a movie where it's ever been bad by him.
Yeah, good work by Steven Spielberg. I really love the storyline of this whole movie too. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So here we have the kids still riding on the bike with E.T. and personally for me, if I was in this situation, this would probably be the funnest moment of my life. So
flying around on a bike.
Yeah. So and to meet an alien too, an extraterrestrial.
This is the end of the movie. Oh no.
So here we have E.T. telling the two kids phone home, which is iconic because he's trying to reach his home with the phone. So
yeah, the little girl taught him English, and they were teaching him the alphabet, and now he knows English, kinda.
I taught him how to talk now. He can
He's so surprised.
Yeah, see?
He looks when he starts talking.
up here all by himself.
And you can see that he's trying to put a machine together so he can communicate with his people to get home.
E.T., can you say that?
I really love the little costume he's wearing too.
Yeah,
it's perfect on him.
Oh yeah.
Phone.
he got the idea from the newspaper that had help, and it was a man sending a signal up into space to get help.
That outfit is great, actually. Look at that.
Yeah, as I said. So, really cool to see him.
And they found E.T. from Elliot. He heard a noise out in the shed, and E.T. was out there, and he brought him into the house and fed him food and just like started helping him out.
Really just wanted to get home.
Yeah.
E.T. really a great movie. For our next movie for you, we have Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is
Great
one heck of a movie.
It's a great movie.
I hear we have the parade scene where Ferris Bueller jumps up on the float, starts singing
And
his
his
heart
friends
out.
don't know where he is, so it's really funny to see him. And he sings for his friend Cameron.
Cameron. Iconic duo, Ferris Bueller and Cameron Fry.
So here we have Cameron telling Ferris's girlfriend that he doesn't think he can handle anything.
He doesn't. He doesn't think he's gonna grow up to do anything.
Now we have Ferris really leading the parade with Shake It, which is a really good song. And really got everybody wild at this parade.
The construction worker.
Yeah. And in part of it, you'll see his dad up in his own office building while this is all going on.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller just really being a great movie, really bringing the 80s home. I really love this movie for several reasons. It makes me want to miss school.
Yeah.
I think the best parts of the movie are the times he narrowly escapes getting caught by his dad.
Oh yeah, he had a lot of moments like that.
This
like,
first one, then running home. He runs up next to his dad's car. His dad looks out the window.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller was a
but doesn't realize that it's him.
Yeah.
Great movie. 80s had a lot of great movies.
Yeah,
in
one 80s movie I think we should give a mention to would have to be The Goonies.
Yes.
The Goonies.
Goonies was a great movie. With all those kids going on a treasure hunt and end up finding a lot more than they expected, especially with the goons. So.
Yeah.
And the starting of that movie is really iconic too, with the car scene and the jail escape. So
yeah.
I really love that.
Great movies from the 80s.
Some things that were really good, well, like pretty funny in Ferris Bueller's Day Off is like when they take the Ferrari, the old 1967
they
Ferrari.
try to run it backwards.
Oh yes.
They want to drive it backwards, and they had 300 miles on it when it had 136 to begin with, and he kicks out the little support thing, and it
drives off the cliff and crashes
cliff.
under. So
yeah,
that's just unfortunate for Cameron because that's when you learn his dad's probably gonna kick his butt. So,
yeah,
which sucks. Well, thanks for tuning in with Media Men this week. We're glad we could bring you the 80s, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys for joining us today, and we hope you'll catch us next week, and we'll see you later.